A pleasant day, everyone. My cordial greetings to our guests today, Ma'am Flora May B. Pancho and Ma'am Esmeralda Engarciano. We are all excited today for we are about to witness a debate about should special education students be mainstream. And now may I call in Chris Janin Yan for the presentation of participants for today's debate.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are going to have a debate about should special education students be mainstream. Under Sir Raymond D. Iborda, for the affirmative side, we have Khalil Lorenzo, Danica Rotacchio, Prince Perez, Yul Marcian Gonzalez, and Alexa Namion. And for the negative side, we have Janelle Caldito, Venice Molina, Joy Lihan Tatubig, Marcos Enigo, and Bettina Carla Esmenki. And now let's start the debate. To our guests, teachers, and classmates, good afternoon. Should special education students be mainstreamed? Yes, they already have confidence issues with the fact that they are different than everyone else. Having them being mainstream with regular kids to gain friends would boost their confidence. If you say that they misbehave, maybe it's because you don't pay attention. And they need that so they rebel against you. Common sense, people. Least restrictive environment laws. The execution might be able to be improved. But I believe the laws regarding special education are good as they stand. Children are to be placed in least restrictive environment they can tolerate and benefit from. For some children, this means mainstreaming or partial mainstreaming. For others, they simply cannot deal with the stress of normal society. Something like this cannot be mandated by some general law, but some be determined on case-by-case basis.
Yes, if the disruptions are not so severe that it affects the progress of the class in general. Some special needs are severe, some are not. If the child can even halfway keep up with their typical peers, then why should they be denied the opportunity to try? Many cases of special needs improve greatly when they are able to see good examples of behavior and communication modeled by their peers. My son grows by leaps and bounds from being a typical class environment with help from a para. Special needs people are everywhere and growing in numbers. They are a part of this world and most of the world wants to sweep them under the rug instead of helping them become more independent.
Special education students require special assistance. Well, the idea of introducing special education students into a regular student environment may have a noble intention. It is not partial, and in fact, detrimental to both special and regular students. Special education students require special assistance. If introduced into a regular student environment, they would likely not receive the same attention and special requirements for them would likely distract from the education of the other students. Acceptance, fairness, and conditional love. If we as humans have conviction in the values of fairness, acceptance, and most important, unconditional love, and want to stand by these values, there is no reason which can support excluding children with special needs from mainstreaming. We have no right to say that we are sensitive and respectful towards humans if we exclude them. In many cases, it benefits students to be mainstream, but it should not be the case for all students. Children with intellectual impairments have very different educational needs as compared to other students. Intellectually impaired kids need to learn basic life skills and need to be taught to do some sort of work. To have them struggling in a classroom so that they are with their peers will not benefit them in the future. Special need children should be mainstream because it improves academically, socially, and improves their self-esteem. They have a fair chance at getting a look into the real world. It helps them become socially active and helps build them for success. Mainstreaming them pushes them harder and drives them success, make them feel confident. As suggested in the name, these students require special attention and have special needs. It also takes a certain trained professional to work with these students to get out of them to teach them at their pace. Not only would mainstream these students increase the difficulty of their learning, it would also deter the pace at which other students can be taught to allow the special student to keep up. I believe that special education students would benefit from being put into a mainstream class. They learn from other people around them. If a child who isn't as severely delayed is placed into a special needs class, they could fall back even farther because they are being surrounded by children who have different potential levels than the child. Most of the time, no. Some students with mild disability will work well in a mainstream classroom. For other students, being in class filled with rowdy, loud children will be extremely stressful and sometimes traumatizing. Also, some students have trouble with simple aspects of certain subjects, like keeping time or counting money, and would be constantly behind their peers without special help.
Okay, thank you students. Congratulations for the job well done. You have excellently give your opinion or perspective about our topic for today's debate. And now, it's for you now to decide on which side are you going to stand or going to favor. But allow me to give my opinion for the both sides. Okay, special education students should have their own classrooms in order for them to learn properly, as well as the general education students. However, if special needs students are totally segregated from the general education kids, they will not learn how they are supposed to handle real life situation. They do not learn what is proper and improper to do in certain situation. The same thing goes for the general education students. If are never around peers who have special needs, they will not learn how to deal with those people in everyday life. So for that, let's give a round of applause for each one of us. And I'd like to say thank you to our guests for today's debates, Ma'am Flora May D. Pancho and Ma'am Esmeralda Gershano. So that's all for today. Good day and thank you. And God bless.